Hi guys, it's Siobhan with ToKittyandBeyond. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Siobhan. I'm an intuitive tarot therapist, a spiritual counselor, and a holographic Usui Reiki master. So today we're doing the monthly reading for Capricorn. That can apply to Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, or if you have Capricorn heavily in your chart. If this doesn't resonate with you, then check out your other signs in your natal chart. So for example, your moon and your rising sign or other prominent placements. And keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not all of the messages are going to apply to everybody. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. Also, this month I'm not doing the monthly spread like I normally do, although if you do want that as a personal email reading, I have that as an option listed down below as a new feature or new service, I should say. And I felt called to do a more freestyle reading for you guys this month for February 2020. So I hope that you enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get into the reading now. So I have pre-shuffled all the cards, but I'm just going to give them a quick little fluff to infuse your energy into it. So Capricorn, February 2020. What energy is Capricorn? And all of my beautiful Capricorn souls out there, what energy are they working with in February? Okay, so we're going to grab some crystal mandala cards. Wow, you guys have a lot coming out. Holy cow. Okay, so I meant to get like 2 or 3 and we've got a lot. So you have Her Golden Grace, which is Goddess Lakshmi and Dendritic Agate. You have Divine Alchemy, which is Ascended Master Mary Magdalene and Aqua Aura Quartz. Ooh, Unconditional Trust. And this one came out sideways, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in the reverse. Although I don't normally read these in reverse, but for some reason this month I have been for the other videos, so I'm going to go ahead and continue that as I felt intuitively guided. So this is Ascended Master Mother Mary and Celestite. I love Celestite. I have a big chunk of it in my bedroom. Okay, let me just move these over. Next up you have Passion of the Lionheart, which is Goddess Sekhmet and Fire Agate. I love Goddess Sekhmet. She came through to me a few years ago, and I just started hearing the word Sekhmet in my head, and I didn't know what that meant. And then one day I was intuitively guided to clean out my jewelry case, and I ended up coming across a talisman that I had, which I don't even know where I got it. It just somehow came into my possession like years and years before, and it was of Sekhmet. And so I Googled the name, and I found out that that was the talisman that I had because it had a depiction of her on it. So anyway, she's really cool. She's super powerful, very transformative energy. And speaking of transformation, you have Karmic Grace as well. So Ascended Master Serapis Bay and Clear Calcite. So working with some of these crystals and some of the Ascended Masters that come through with these cards can help you this month. The Untamed, Goddess Freya and Amber. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some clarifiers from the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Okay, that one really wanted to come out. I tried to put it back in and it was like, nope. So Authority, you have the Emperor card. This could be Aries, or it's just that energy. You guys really do embody that authority energy as well, the Emperor energy. Capricorns, you're very stable, structured, heart-based. You like order. You like to take charge. I mean, that's not going to apply to everybody, but just generally speaking, some of those positive traits of your beautiful earth sign. So let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, because I see that you have the grace twice here. You've got Her Golden Grace and you've got Karmic Grace. You've got Divine Alchemy, Passion of the Lionheart. So you guys are really transforming something. An old karmic cycle is coming under new structure, new leadership, and it may be to do with trust. So that you're alchemizing something, and alchemy is turning lead into gold. So whatever this karma was, you're using your grace, the golden grace, the karmic grace, that untamed, raw, fiery energy to burn it and transmute it in those fires. So quite literally, when we melt down metal, when it's exposed to flame at high enough temperature for an extended period of time, the dross, which is the sort of impurities within the metal, get burned away, and all you're left with is this really strengthened, solid pure metal. So that's kind of what I'm seeing going on for you guys this month, and that authority is like the remaining structure of the metal. It's pure, it's stable, it's strong. Nice. Okay, so got another chunk of cards that came out. Lots of energy. Oh, temptation. This is the Devil card. It's also the card of Capricorn. As you guys are a very earthy energy, it's not to say that you have that Devil energy. It's just that it's such an earthy energy, and the Devil represents that physical sort of expression of life. When it comes to the physical world, temptation can be an aspect of that. But you also have accelerated motion, which is the Eight of Wands. That's what I see here with all of these karmic cards and these really fiery, passionate energy cards. I see you guys really transforming some of this temptation from the past. Again, this can be karma, because karmic grace and her golden grace really speaks of the tool that you need to no longer play out this cycle of karma. Ooh, you know what they're drawing my attention to here? Both of those, the light, it's kind of like streaking by like that. It's like it's burning up. It's like a meteor. As you enter into the atmosphere, all of that energetic dross that I was talking about in the metal reference is being burned away, and you're left pure. It's like you're being purified from that Devil energy, from any karmic cycles or patterns of toxicity, especially as they relate to trust. So this is you really accelerating your motion. I feel like there's a breakthrough either recently or moving into February. You've got this really big breakthrough that you're going through. Now, that being said, you've got movement, choices, and decisions, which is the Two of Wands. And you also have the Four of Swords, which is rest and rejuvenate. So as you're making lots of decisions, as things are moving really quickly, and you're making really positive new choices, that's what I see here. There's a lot of inspiration that is guiding you forward, and your ability to meditate and take refuge within your soul and to welcome in your higher self is allowing you the grace to be able to transcend that ego, those self-created limitations, and some of those negative karmic cycles that continue to perpetuate through the physical expression. So the ego, anything like that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna grab from this deck so for some clarifiers here. So what else is going on? Ooh, you have the Chariot. Beautiful card here of movement. Again, it's wanting to sit with the accelerated motion card. So there's lots of movement going on here. Balancing of the light and dark, meditation, planning, decisive action is what I'm hearing in my head. And that's where this decision and movement and choices comes in. It's decisive action. You're making changes, like physical, practical changes. You're setting you're setting plans into action. So I feel, or I'm hearing, yeah, like just like creating the blueprint, overwriting the old blueprint with a new blueprint, and then putting that into action and building that from the ground up. So you guys are really making some big changes. Congratulations. That's always good. Always good. It might not feel comfortable in the beginning, but as you get your stride, as you tune in, it's going to get easier. Oh, I love it. You guys have the High Priestess here as well. Two major arcana cards, first of all. Well, not, not just two in the reading. You actually have four major arcana cards here, but you've got two from this deck from the clarifiers. So, I mean, this is some pretty major serious energy here that you guys are working with in February. And the High Priestess is very much about this connection with your higher self, this intuitive knowledge that's coming through to you, this golden grace, this divine grace that's coming in, allowing you to alchemize some of these past things through awareness. So the High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. She's she holds the wisdom of the past. I see this as her, she's holding the Tor there in front of her. So I see this as you accessing information that you may not have had previously, which is allowing you to move forward in a new way. So with this expanded awareness, you're no longer limited by those old limiting cycles, because now you see them for what they are. When you don't see it, it will repeat because you're not aware of it. And when things go left unseen or unknown, they have a tendency to just continue to be perpetuated until it becomes so uncomfortable or so obvious, or we're basically brought face to face with it where we have to deal with it, and then we can make changes. And that's what you guys are doing this month. So awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys are really, really, really standing in your power. You're taking back your power from some of these self-created limitations, from these karmic cycles. You've learned the lesson. You're clearing that. You're no longer having to repeat that anymore. Rest and rejuvenate is that Four of Swords energy and that High Priestess energy. You're so tuned in to your emotions. You're so tuned into your emotions that you can now connect and gain the intuitive knowledge that you needed all along to be able to move forward. But now you have it exactly when you need it. Everything's in divine timing. So, it would have happened back then if it was supposed to happen back then. So these cycles were meant to continue up until this point because they've put you in precise alignment with the things and the people around you and within yourself. So everything's unfolding as it should. But you may feel a little bit unsure emotionally how to move forward, but you've got that connection. So just trust in your higher self connection. Use meditation as that tool to be able to learn how to move forward. So just, at this point in your journey, it's just really about being in beginner's mind and being open to receiving messages intuitively through emotions or psychic information. So yeah, really meditate, because that's going to benefit you guys a lot, not only in clearing this karma, but in giving you the guidance that you need to move forward, the awareness, because that's all that the intuitive messages are. Like, so for example, when I do readings and when I do Reiki sessions, it's getting into that open-minded state where you're just mindful of everything that's coming through. So when I'm working with clients through the Reiki, I'm just keeping my mind and my energy open to whatever messages want to come through from their energy field or from their higher self. And I'm not judging or limiting anything that wants to be presented. So oftentimes it's like, really, I'm like, this information makes no sense to me. But then when I say it to them, they're like, oh my God, like this is exactly what this is. You know what I mean? So don't limit yourself by judging what comes through. Just be open to it and just kind of look at it with that mind of curiosity and innocence, where it's like, what does that mean? Well, let's find out, So I think that's really benefiting you in the month of February, really helping you to expand your consciousness, expand your mind, clear that karma, move forward. You're going to start seeing abundance. Okay, this deck doesn't have anything else to say, so I'm going to move on to these ones for any additional clarifiers. Let me see, what do we want to... Passion of the Lionheart, I'm curious about, so I'm going to get some clarifiers on that. But I really see this as the ruler. The Lionheart is that that embodied energy of the Emperor, the authority. This is, yeah, wow. The Magician. You guys have the Magician. So clarifying the passion of the Lionheart with the Magician. This is you guys really standing in your ability to create. Passion is what allows you to create. And we see this in the tarot in the form of wands. We see that as this fiery energy of wands, and they are our passion. They fuel the fires of industry, in the home, in business. Holy crap, you guys have a lot of cards just flying out willy-nilly onto the floor. Okay, let's see. Okay. So the 3 cards that fell on the floor are the 9 of Swords, Judgment, and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel 9 is a very solitary number. 9 is, it's a number of isolation. In the positive sense, we see this as the Hermit card. You know, isolating yourself to gain intuitive knowledge and insight, going within. But in the negative sense, the 9 of Swords can be isolating in the sense that we feel lonely, or we feel outcast, or just left out. So these 3 cards in reverse, and the fact that they fell out on the floor, this is what's being left behind. This distrust, or this fear, because the 9 of Swords is all about fear. It's that repressed fear that just builds up and builds up and builds up and continues that cycle. 9s are also about endings. So again, this is coming to an end. There's no more fear of being alone. There's no more fear of being having a lack of abundance in your life. The 9 of Pentacles is a very abundant energy. So having it in reverse, it's that fear of not having enough, not being able to create, or feeling alone, because she is standing alone in a garden. So again, I get this sense of not trusting others and then isolating yourself. That's coming to an end. Or if it's not isolation in the physical sense, it's just creating barriers and blocks between you and other people, and really connecting at that deep level through trust. Because trust allows us to connect at the heart. And without that, there's ultimately barriers and blocks that need to be addressed, which I think you're doing and you have done. So this Judgment card is this rebirth. And I think that there was previously a fear of judgment. And so because of that fear of judgment, there was judgment perpetuated. So whatever you fear, or whatever you don't want, you create more of. So especially if there's a hefty emotional charge related to that. So if like, oh, I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be judged. You end up attracting either people who judge you, or you end up judging other people and then perpetuating that energy. So I feel like there was this really big fear around being judged because it related to your stability, your grounding. This is like your root chakra. There was a feeling of being left out, or not accepted by the world, or by people around you, or by those who would claim to love you. It's almost like you didn't trust them out of fear. And that's all being left behind. That karmic cycle's being completely washed away. It's complete. It's not going to cycle back around anymore. And I see that here with the World card. This is full circle. Everything's coming full circle. You've made it back to the beginning of the maze. If we look at it like the labyrinth, you enter in and then you go all the way around, you get to the center of it, you finally understand, and then you're able to exit. And the exit is right next to the entrance, but you had to go all the way through all of it to experience it, to understand it, to find your way through. And with that wisdom and that experience now, you're being reborn, refreshed, renewed, and moving into this new cycle. So yeah, this is definitely a completion. 100% completion of that karmic cycle. 8 of Cups as well here. So you may be going within, seeking more emotional fulfillment through self-trust. That's important here. Because when you trust yourself, you're able to trust other people. So no more self-betrayal, no more playing into that old fear cycle, no more allowing yourself to override your inner knowing. That's that devil card, temptation. Like, you know what you're doing. You have the intuitive information. You have the authority to direct your energy through willpower. And I feel like there was some self-sabotage that was going on there. And that was almost a fear of stepping into your power. That's how it was being expressed. So now you're alchemizing that. You're turning that lead into gold. You're stepping into this magician energy. You're taking back your authority. You're standing in your empowerment. You are no longer succumbing to those old cycles of temptation, whether they were self-sabotage, whether they were engaging with toxic behavior within yourself or with others, or putting up with any kind of disempowerment, whether it be at a personal or interpersonal level. You are establishing better trust, better boundaries, and better connection with your higher self, which ultimately really grounds that foundation of trust. So let's grab an angel oracle card, and then after that I'll get one of the animal oracle cards for you guys to close out the reading. Okay. What messages do the angels, archangels have for Capricorn? All the beautiful Capricorn souls out there for February 2020. Okay, let's see. Oh, I knew this one was going to come up. Remember who you are. It's like Mufasa coming out of the clouds in The Lion King. Remember who you are, Simba. It's like Simba was playing small. He was hiding from his responsibility, his inner authority. That lion heart is here as well, like the passion of the lion heart. There's no wonder that the Lion King is coming in. You guys are like stepping into that Lion King energy. You're really embodying your divinity and your authority over your kingdom and yourself. So remember who you are. Archangel Michael says you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. So this is again stemming back to love, finding that inner love, connecting with that, learning through that, and being a little bit in beginner's mind about that so that you can learn to trust again. Okay, so let's grab one of the Druid animal oracle cards. Oh, I already know what, okay, I was going to shuffle and pull one, but they drew my attention to dog on the bottom of the deck, so that's what you guys are coming up as. So let's get the meaning for that. Dog. Well, I mean, right off the bat, I know that dogs are very loyal. Ooh, I'm getting a pitch change in my left ear. Lots of internal changes. So I see pitch changes in the left ear specifically to do with physical changes. So you guys are sort of rewriting your DNA. You're clearing these karmic cycles at a physical level. It's very much energy integration into the physical human aspect, which is so Capricorn. It's perfect. So dog represents guidance, protection, and loyalty. Dog brings guidance and protection, acting as a loyal companion and friend on your journey in both this life and the next. In the Druid tradition, the dog is seen as the guardian of the mysteries. Ooh, that's very similar to that High Priestess energy. I did not know that. As such, he can be fierce, but if our intentions are good, dog will lead us over the threshold, through the darkness and the waters of the unconscious, towards the shimmering realm of the goddess. The time may come when you need to act with the spirit of dog, to defend your values or protect that which you hold sacred. Faithfulness, trust, and loyalty are vital in close relationships, and the time may have come for you to focus on these qualities, to develop them gradually in yourself, and to appreciate them in others. Wow, that is just so perfect. Guidance from that High Priestess energy, protection from this passionate lion heart, this ability to connect, to clear that old karma, the divine grace with the connection of the goddess, her golden grace is what's allowing you to alchemize some of this distrust and turn it into trust. Yeah, beautiful, really beautiful reading. Well, thank you so much, guys, for being here and for listening. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. yeah, if you guys would like a personal reading, a month ahead reading, or any other tarot reading or Reiki special, the information will be in the description box below this video. I'm still doing the 33% off Reiki. If you would like to take advantage of that, it's going to be $97 Canadian via PayPal. Just email me at services.ToKittyandBeyond@gmail.com to book your spot or to inquire about a reading. Again, all the options are down below. But I really feel like you guys are doing super, super well this month. Going from January into February, you're really stepping it up. You're really clearing those karmic cycles. You're making, decisive changes in your life that reflect your new awareness and embody that feeling of trust. So congratulations, guys. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you resonated with this video, don't forget to, hit that little like button, share it with fellow Capricorns who may resonate as well. And stick around for more. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and do so. I put out monthly videos like this for all the signs, as well as collective ascension energy updates for everybody, for all of humanity as we move into the age of Aquarius. And I also do just general spiritual chit chats and channeled information that comes through whenever I feel guided. So thank you so much, guys. I love you, and we will see you next month. Bye.